Hey, what's going on? My name is Avid Lamont Sincere Brown, and today's session I have with me today that I mixed is Wallace featuring Wiz Khalifa, produced by Swoop, and I'm gonna give you a quick run through of the drums, the music. So now we're just gonna dive right in and get into the drums and the music, and I'm gonna just play that for you really quickly here. So basically, we're gonna just start off with the drums and show you exactly what I did on the drums here. So I'm just gonna mute everything here. All right, so we have basically a session where it was raw, the drums was raw, and I had basically just gave the drums, the snare, the hi-hats, and the percussion just a taste so it doesn't, take away from the drums. Because you want to keep everything original from when the person gives you the session. So on the kick, basically here, I just added some drive on the kick. And this is from Sounds Toys. Just added like 2 notches up on the drive just to give it some taste. Same thing on the snare, just for taste. Gave it 5 notches up here so it could give it some more grit. And we have here the hi-hat. The hi-hat was very, very muddy, so I had to take out a lot of the low end on the hi-hat, and it gave me more clarity to when it's hitting with the kick and the snare. Okay, then I noticed that the hi-hat was wasn't panning correctly, so I did a little notch to the right on the hi-hat so that it could kind of even out, and then I could just pan it on my own so that it gives it its own leeway in the mix. And I can show you that here. So this is without the EQ, with the EQ. And then adding the imager, S1 imager. Okay, so now we have the percussion part, which is the part that gives it the drum's character. Once again, it was very, very muddy, so I added ozone EQ on top of it, and it took away, 140 megahertz, so that it can gives it a cut by, in the drum. So when I do pan the drums, it has a clarity as well. Let's see here, and I also added another stereo imager as well. And then once again, I needed to pan it to the left side so it could have its own character and it could stand out in the mix. So I can play that for you here. So now we have here the kick, the snare, the hi-hat, and the percussion. This part is something I learned here, and I would just definitely want to give a shout out to Jason Joshua. He definitely gave the secrets to the mix bus, the drum bus. And I basically used the R bass. I used the mastering compressor from Shadows Hills, and of course, this is here. This is the black box to give it some saturation. So this is what the drums sound like. Thank you for tuning in and watching this breakdown of the song Cam Wallace featuring Wiz Khalifa. Hope you learned something from it. And my name is Lamont Sincere Brown, and take care.